Welcome to Atim, a powerful software tool for biobanking. Atim is a web application developed by ctrnet that holds a GNU General Public License. The development was open-sourced in collaboration with Biobanks for Biobanks. Originally built to support medium to large-scale oncological biobanking, it now supports a wide range of banks, such as childhood disease biobanks and research labs conducting their own biobanking. The program runs on a Cake PHP framework written in PHP and Ajax and is compatible with MySQL. Atim is an ideal platform to manage all biobank needs. It can be run in multiple languages and also uses international standards like ICD-10 and ICD-03. The platform is fully customizable, so each biobank can maintain its autonomy. Access to your customized Atim application is controlled with a login and password. Password rules and requirements can be set to match the institute's current rules. Each user's actions are tracked within the system, so all modifications are linked to a user, date, and time. This makes auditing a very straightforward process. Users can also have specific account types and accompanying user rules. For example, one user may have full access, while another has a limited access to Atim features, meaning they can interact with the platform as read-only or in an anonymized mode. Atim contains 4 main modules. The first is clinical annotation. Clinical annotation is where all information pertaining to the patient can be found and entered. This includes personal information, consent forms, diagnoses, treatments, and more. The second module is inventory management, which is used to log, manage, and annotate sample collections. The third module is the query tool. This module contains helpful tools in order to perform specialized searches in your database and create reports which can be easily exported. The last module is tools, which contains functionalities for administration and management of your Atim database. This includes storage layout, study and project tracking, and order management. The main menu, 4 main modules, and their submodules can all be accessed via the shortcut menu in the upper right screen. By placing your cursor over the modules, a drop-down menu will appear with submodules listed for easy navigation. You can also customize certain aspects of your account. Within the Customize menu option, you can view your current settings, such as language and date display, and make changes to them. The Clinical Annotations module can be used to add information to existing participants, or to add a new participant. In the Add Participant form, you will notice many possible fields are indicated. The list fields and their properties are customizable based on your bank's needs. Atim supports multiple fields including text boxes with predefined controls like texts or integers only, decimal use, or limited characters. Fields can also use drop-down lists that can be hard-coded or populated by the Atim administrator. Some fields are linked directly to coding systems like ICD-10 or ICD-03. Date field boxes can be added manually, selected from the drop-down calendar, or entered approximately using the blue approximation button. All fields can come with help buttons that include field descriptions. In addition, fields can be auto-generated, which can be useful for participant identifiers, and custom validation can be added. Once a participant has been added, the first screen of their file will contain their basic information. Each participant can be labeled using a unique identifier in the Basic Information section. What you choose to use for your database is, of course, completely customizable. An identifier may be generated by the user. It can also be automatically generated by the system. However, multiple identifiers may be used for each participant. Some examples of potential identifiers include the participant's healthcare number, or a participant's bank or study number. Participant files have drop-down menus that provide quick access to all the participants' associated data. This tab can also be customized. Features that are unnecessary can be hidden or disabled. Many different forms and information can be linked to a participant file, all of which can be customized. The first is consent. Multiple types of consent forms can be created with specific fields. They can be based on a bank or study. Participants can have multiple consent forms associated with their file. Treatments received by participants can be quickly and easily added to their profiles. When adding treatments, they can be based on the disease site, for example, the breast or prostate, or treatment type, for example, chemotherapy or hormone therapy. Certain treatments, like chemotherapy, can be linked to a predefined protocol. This links the specific drugs used in the protocol to the participant's treatment. This information can also be edited after adding to ensure accuracy. Annotations, like treatments, can be based on disease site or event type. This can include clinical events like a visit, follow-up, scan, or X-ray. They can also include pathology reports, blood lab results, and genetic information like markers. Participant diagnosis forms are highly customizable based on the type of diagnosis and site of the disease. Primary diagnoses can be added to the participant file if they are known to be linked to a specific disease. When this is not the case, diagnoses can be labeled as unknown, although this can be changed at a later date if information becomes available. Secondary diagnoses or metastases can then be linked to the primary diagnosis. Lastly, diagnosis events such as local progression, recurrence, or remission can be created and linked to primary or secondary diagnoses. In turn, each diagnosis can be linked to a treatment, annotation, or collection. Although the design of this bank was initially created for tumor biobanking, the diagnostic fields can be changed to reflect other bank needs, such as childhood illness biobanking. A participant's clinical history can be accessed and viewed on one page, allowing for a chronological and comprehensive quick view. Other data can be attached to a participant file. This information may cover a broad scope, including but not limited to gynecological and family histories, patient contacts, notes, or dates of follow-up visits. When a laboratory receives participant samples, it can be logged into the atim database as a new collection. This collection can then be linked to a participant. In addition, the collection may be contextualized by linking it to a consent, a treatment such as a surgery, an annotation like a pathology report, or a diagnosis event. Within the collection page, all laboratory activities pertaining to the sample can be tracked, including creation of collected specimens like tissue and blood, creation and use of derivatives like DNA extractions, aliquot storage, events pertaining to aliquots, such as time left at room temperature or realiquoting, sample quality control, and tissue pathology reviews. The storage locations of collection samples can be viewed using a tree diagram, which will show entire storage systems, for example, from freezer down to box. New storage locations can quickly be added when necessary. Each storage, for example, a freezer, rack, or box, has a 2D storage layout. When in this view, items can be moved within or between storage entities via a drag and drop. The storage layouts can be exported into Excel for ease of viewing. Orders can be created within atim that indicate which samples are being requested for use. Created orders may be linked to a study if desired. Aliquots can be added to set orders, then sent on to shipping. In this same manner, aliquots can be returned into the database if any of the samples still remain. atim has an organization tool integrated for the creation of TMA blocks. This tool allows for the block layout to be exported into CVS. In addition, it can track TMA slide creation and shipping. The study tool is useful in grouping and tracking primary data associated with a study, including ethics documentation, primary investigator, project funding, and material transfer agreements. Using this tool, users can track data throughout all atim modules, such as participants and all their associated data, sample usage, consents obtained, and sample and TMA slide shipments associated with the study. All this data can be viewed as a summary or in more detail, which is useful when creating ethics or funding reports. The Query tool regroups separate data browsing features. The first feature is the ability to create a report. Construction of the report templates is handled by your database manager. Reports are used on a recurrent basis to follow bank activities and analytics, or to access other data like participant disease summaries. For a search using unique and specific criteria, the data browser is another powerful aspect of the Query tool. This allows you to search through the database using any of the enter fields as search fields in a stepwise fashion. For example, a 3-tier search may include searching a participant profile criteria like age. Then within that pool, searching for participants with linked consents, and finally, searching for available DNA extracts. Using these tools, you are able to establish a grouping within your database that can be tracked over time and shared with other users. Once established, a grouping can be compared to other groupings, used as a starting point for a search using the data browser tool, or used to generate a report. Actions can also be applied to elements of a group. For example, a set of DNA extracts can be tracked, and actions like shipping can be applied to the grouping as a whole. The atim program is tailored to each user with customizations available on all levels to ensure your biobanking software works for you. At the same time, atim users and developers are part of an interactive community which promotes the cross-pollination of useful new features across the network, creating efficiency within the system. This produces a well-organized and efficient biobanking software, and therefore a well-organized and efficient biobank.